Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. We have a different background today. I'm shooting in a different room, and this room is quite echoey, so I'm very sorry. I'm very, very sorry. But either way, welcome to a segment I call The Things We Do for Boys. Now, in this segment, I'll be telling stories about the stupid things I've done for boys, and I'll be having two of my friends who will tell their stories. So I really hope you enjoy. So, last year, I think it was around June. I decided now, I'm going to tell this guy that I like, that I've liked for a while, that I actually like him. So I decided now, but you know what, I'm going to do it Alaska, Alisha Keys, and just tell him, but I really like you, bro. Okay, so I don't have his number, right? I'm not going to tell you where I know this guy from. Because if I tell you guys, I feel like you guys are going to put two and two together and understand who I'm talking about. Should I not? Just know that I've known this guy for a very, very long time. Like since I was a kid. Just know that. Get that in your head. Cool. I'm like, okay, I need to get his number. So I get his number from... I get his number from his brother, right? Okay, cool. I'm like, hey brother, how you doing? Could you please give me your brother's number? Wait, let's give him a name. The guy that I like, I'm gonna give him Chris Brown. Don't ask me why, but Chris Brown. And then the brother, well, I mean, he doesn't really play a big role, so I'm just gonna leave him as brother. So, okay, brother, I ask for his number, for Chris Brown's number, and I'm like, okay, please give me his number. And he just gives it to me because, you know, it's nothing big. He's just like, okay, cool. Gives me his number. And then at this moment, I'm not sure whether to just go in with a bang or start with something else, something that will like lure me into the situation. You know, I will like kind of, you know, set the mood, set the tone, like, okay, cool, I'm here for this reason, but not exactly, but I'm here for this reason, if you get what I'm saying. So, okay, fine. In this situation, only one person knows what I'm doing, a cousin of mine, and I'm gonna name her, Cindy. So I'm like to Cindy, hey bruh, I have a crush on this guy. Ne? And she's like, oh, okay. And Cindy knows this person because, I mean, she's my cousin. And she's like, oh, okay, so what are you going to do about it? I'm like, oh, I want to say something, but at this point I feel like I'm not going to say anything because I'm too afraid of what might happen if I do say something, you know? And she's like, oh, okay, that's fine. And I'm like, but I low-key want to stalk him. So there I am. I go to Instagram and look for him. He's not there. I'm like, damn it. And then I go to Facebook, type in his name, and there he is. Boom. So I stalk. And I'm like, I tell Cindy, I'm like, bruh, now I feel like I want to, you know, take the next step. And she's like, oh, are you sure? Because there's a bit of an age difference between him and I. I mean, it's about 6 years. He's not too old, but he's old, if you get what I'm saying. He's over the age of 25. So I'm like, oh, I don't know what I'm going to do about it. And she's like, whatever you do, just, it's okay. Whether you decide to tell him or not, it's okay. Like, well, if you decide to tell him, then be ready for rejection. But also be ready for acceptance. And we're talking about the age difference. I'm like, oh, I'm a bit skeptical because around this age, boys start to have conversations about kids, and I'm just like, I'm not there. I'm too young. Hello, can you see me? I'm way too young. I still want to live life, And she's like, oh, okay, that's fine. I mean, understandable. I get. Then I keep dancing around this idea, and I'm like, yo, I wonder how I'm gonna tell him. All right, so now I have his number, right? Let's go back to the number. I'm sorry, I'm jumping a lot. Let's go back to the number, right? I have the number, so I text him and I just say, hey, Chris Brown, how are you doing? I'm just looking for advice about this, that, and the third. I'm not gonna say the conversation because I don't know if he's told someone else about this. And if I tell you guys about the conversation, then I feel like whoever he's told will be able to put two and two together. So I'm not gonna say it, All right, cool. I ask for advice. He gives me, nice advice. I'm like, oh my god, his voice sounds so nice, because he sent like a voice note. And then I send it to Cindy, and Cindy's like, oh, okay, so that's like a nice way of like, getting in, trying to find your feet in the situation. And she's like, okay, cool. So I wait for a while. Like, I think I wait not even a week. I think I wait about 3 days because, once I've made up my mind about something, I go for it. Nothing can stop me. Not even you trying to advise me whatnot. No. Like, once I've made up my mind and my heart is there, trust me, I'm gonna go for it. Like, no matter what, where, when, and how, I'm gonna go for it. Cool. So I type a message and I'm like, hey, Chris Brown. I just wanted to let you know that I've liked you for a while and I've had a crush on you for a while, and I was just wondering if we could date. I don't think I said date. I think I just said I really like you, and I'm just wondering like where this could take us. I think I said something like that. So I tell Cindy, I'm like, Cindy, bro, I just went for it. Yeah, like I just went for it. He's like, oh, okay, let's wait for a response. I think I go to take a bath, and then when I come back, hey, I see a voice note, and I'm like, oh. Like my heart froze. I think I even started crying at that point. I started crying, and like I wasn't like weeping, but I was like watering up. Cool. I press play on the voice note, and like it's quite positive. He says, oh, I wasn't expecting this at all, like this kind of, surprised me. I'm quite shocked. And he's like, okay, I think this kind of conversation needs to be dealt with face to face, so I'll be okay. I feel like if I say this word, like people would like put two and two together. Let me just say, okay, he says let's meet somewhere and have a conversation during the weekend. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Like now, like I'm like super excited, like, oh, it's happening. I tell Cindy and I send her the voice note, I'm like super hyped, super excited, and she's like, excited for me too. Okay, cool. And I'm kind of tearing up within the voice note that I'm sending to Cindy. Now this is not his voice note, this is me explaining about the voice note. Cool. But I still send her the voice note afterwards. Cool. Okay, weekend arrives. Weekend arrives. And I see him, né? And at this point, like, he's with his friends, né? So I see him, I say hi. And he just says hi, and it's just weirdly, And then I'm like, okay, that was quite awkward. I don't know how to react to that. Like I don't know what that was. Like he was kind of, you know, that weird hello. Like he knows what, like he knows what I'm here for. He knows why I'm looking at him. He knows why I'm approaching. He knows what's going on. So at this point, I think I turn around. I don't like go straight to him. I turn around and I just hear some giggles. I literally felt like an idiot when I heard those giggles. And you know how like boys would like, I don't know, laugh and giggle about something that just happened like a moment ago amongst, like as a group. They'll have a conversation and then someone will approach and then they'll have a conversation with that person and the person leaves and then they giggle. If you get what I'm saying. Like I genuinely felt, I don't know if you guys get what I'm saying, but I genuinely felt stupid. I felt like an idiot. And then I decided to text him and I'm like, oh, okay, that was super awkward. I don't know what happened. Cause I saw him, I think I went out again and then I saw him still with his friends. And he kind of acted like he didn't see me. So I was like, what? It's me. Like, hello, it's me. Like, not anyone else. It's me. Like, why are you acting? Why are you doing that? Like, why are you acting weird? Why are you acting awkward? Like, you and I didn't have this conversation like on the phone. On the phone, you're great, but in person, you're horrible. You're absolutely horrible. So I decided to text him and I told him about, hey, that was really awkward. I don't know what that was about, but it was really awkward and it put me in a very, very awkward situation. And he responds saying, oh yeah, that was really awkward, bullshit, just nonsense. And then he says, and then I say, okay, let's meet up at this place tomorrow at this time. And he's like, oh, okay, cool. We'll meet there. Tomorrow comes. Tomorrow arrives. I basically make my way. Oh, so I get dressed. Like I get dressed. I don't look too done up, but like it does look like I did put an effort. Like I had on like I think sweatpants and a hoodie and some cute sneakers, and I had on some earrings. Just put on some perfume here and there. You know, nice stuff. I go to the place we were supposed to meet. Was he there? Was he there at that time? Never. Whoopi. He was not there. And I was like, I thought we had an agreement that we're going to meet at this place at this time. And can't go like when I woke up, like, why? Like, why are you doing this? Like, why? Like, why? And imagine that I spent my last money going to this place. I spent my last money. I think after that, I was like, I will never do shit for a man. Especially when it includes man. I will never. It was my last money. I went to that place and he wasn't there. So after waiting for a while, I decided to make my way back home. As I make my way back home, there he is with his friends. I'm like, Matung, majeke mina. Like, you said we're gonna meet at this place at this time, but you ain't nowhere to be found. So I see him and I decided at this point, but no, I'm gonna approach him and like try to see that what's going on. Like, why are you acting? Why are you acting like I owe you something? Why are you acting like I don't know, you're the president of whatever? Like, calm down. Just tell me if you don't want to. Just tell me if you don't want to try out dating. Just let me know. Like, then I'll just know. It's literally that simple. At that point, I was mad. So I go up to him and I'm like, hey, so you said we should meet at this place at this time, and when you're with your friends. And he's like, oh, is it already, like, has it already reached that time? Like, oh, and then he looks at his watch and I'm like, going, bye. So we agreed to meet at this place at this time, and then you don't show up. And then when I ask you, you act like you don't know what time it is. Why? Like, oh, why? Like, if you don't want to, just tell me. If you don't want to date me, just tell me why. No, I don't want. Because if it was the other way around and I didn't want you, I would just tell you, but no. So we don't waste each other's time. Let's not waste each other's time. Like, there's so much stuff to do. There's so many things to complete. And when you're acting Gucci. Hi, care. He says, so I ask, so we carry on the conversation. He says, I haven't made up my mind about whether I want to take this thing like further or start dating or just get to know each other. Because you give me like some time to think and whatever. I'm like, okay, fine. That's cool. If you want time to think, you have time to think. No problem, I'll give you that time. This happened on a Sunday, yeah? Did I not wait for the entire week to hear from him? I mean, I guess, yeah, he was trying to like take his time and whatever. But an entire week. Come on, man. I feel like he just knew from the very beginning that he didn't want to be with me. Sorry. But I decided to drag the process. Like, just let me know. And okay, maybe in his defense, he was really trying to think about it, weighing out all the pros, the cons, all of that. But get me now, Tiwani like, what do you say about me? Why do you have to do that to me? I'm nothing but nice to you. I'm nothing but nice to you, but when you're out here. What the hell? It doesn't even need to be that way. But either way. And a voice note, he sent me a voice note, I think on Friday. So last time we spoke was Sunday. Friday he sends a voice note. Hey, how are you doing? I don't think I want to take this thing any further. I'm like, okay, no, fine. Like, from the very beginning, when I heard the voice note, from the very second I opened it, I was like, he's about to reject me. It is what it is. And he's like, oh, I'm trying to find myself, and And honestly, I've heard this so many times from boys. On some, oh, can we take a break? Like, I need some space. I need to think. And I'm just like, you could just tell me about you don't want to date me. It's that simple. Like, you don't even need to go around in circles. Just tell me. Because I'm also a human being. I have feelings. I have a heart. And if you break it, it's a problem. For me, not for you. For me, not for you. I'm not gonna do funny things to you or kill you or threaten you or whatever, no. No one is worth going to jail for. No one. So I'm not about to be out here. No one is worth going to jail for, period. So either way. So in this story I learned about, don't ever in your life spend your last money for a man. Never. To go see him or to give him or money, never. Unless he's your husband, then do so. But crash nje, crash, never again will I do that. I mean, I don't have an issue with asking men out. Like, I'll do it. Like, if I like you, I will tell you. That's just me. If I like you, I'll tell you. I'll let you know that I really like you. I don't know, do you want to go out on a date? Like, I'm that kind of person. Like, I won't wait for him to tell me that he likes me because he's a man. Like, no. I won't do that. And it just taught me to, like, I don't know, put myself first all the time. Especially if it comes to like a crush, like, bruh, you're not even dating and you're spending your last money. But either way, I hope you guys are going to enjoy this segment. My story has come to an end, by the way. I hope you guys enjoy this segment. I think next week and the following week I'll have 2 of my friends telling their stories, and I really hope you enjoy. I hope I have more and more of these segments. So I really just love telling stories to people about what happened, all of that. So I really hope you enjoy this story time, and like, share, comment, subscribe. And in the comments below, tell me some of the stupid things you guys did for boys or for girls. No, actually, no. It's not about the boys, it's about the girls. So, girls, in the comments, tell me the stupid stuff that you did for boys. So, peace out. Thank you for watching, and